What is going on, guys? My name is Fear the Irish, and before I start this game, I just want to apologize for the quality. I have every intention of getting a capture card, but this game is going to be recorded from my laptop that my grandfather was graciously enough to get me for Christmas. So let's get into the gameplay. I'm playing some ground war domination on Havana using the Galil. I am level 20 in this game, so it's my first game with the Galil, so my aim seems a little off just because, you got to get used to a gun. The Galil is a gun you really have to pepper to do really well with, especially from a distance. You can't really full auto it. It'll kind of bounce around on you. So you'll see in some of here my piss poor aim, but I like to run this route usually every time because you're always going to catch a guy. Usually there's guys camping, and I noticed that they weren't going for B because my grenade would have blown up the cop car, and I usually get about a kill or two with it. I like to set a motion sensor right on here because you can catch people from the fountain, and then from here I can easily protect B, rack up 7 to 12 defends some Havana games. I don't really remember how many defends and caps I had this game. I'm really not big on capping flags. It's not because I don't really feel like being a team player. I feel like in a perfect scenario you'd take 2 flags and then just guard them for the rest of the game, so you really shouldn't have to worry about that. I usually like to pick up a secondary when I'm not running dual mag or scavenger, but unfortunately I picked up a Scorpion, which well, it's pretty much loaded with buckshot in this game. You'll see in a minute. It's almost like I'm throwing pebbles at this guy. I think I get about 8 hit markers on him. But yeah, you're always going to want to stay mobile up here, because if you look out a window for too long, your thumbs aren't prepared for a gunfight, so either somebody's going to pick your head off because you're just sitting there like an idiot, or somebody's going to hit you from another angle. So I like to, get a kill, move a window, get a kill, move a window. You'll see me, I like to move from point to point. I never like to... If you stay complacent in the game, you're just going to do bad. Yeah, here's the Scorpion fail. Got a headshot on that guy, but this next guy's going to be god-awful. For Havana, especially, it's a really, really tough map to take B, especially in ground where you got 9 people and you're in an open street with two cars around you, so either the cars are going to blow you up or someone's going to shoot something at you. I think one game I had a Blackbird and some dude spawned in the building I'm in and just RPG'd me with like 10 seconds left on the B flag. But look at this. What is that, like 72 hit markers? I love the Scorpion. I think I've used it never. And this motion sensor right here is a good spot when they have C, because you can see guys flanking you. Had a little bit of bad aim there, but even with Ghost, that guy was totally oblivious to what was going on. Now I noticed they're taking A, but we should be able to hold them off. As you can see, there's a guy coming to flank me right here. Motion sensor and UAV picked him up, even though he's got Ghost. Easy kill for the Blackbird. You can't hide from the Blackbird. I love rocking Blackbird and counter spy plane because these Ghost guys, as you see, there's another one. They can't do anything about it. It's great. Pick myself up a nice commando, get rid of that piece of crap Scorpion. Get a nice little headshot on that guy. He comes back for revenge, and I think I get my dogs off of him. But yeah, Blackbird, I strongly recommend running it. If you don't feel that confident, even if you put attack helicopter on, I'd recommend taking it off and put Blackbird on, because an attack helicopter is going to get you 3-4 kills. A Blackbird's going to get you 3 or 4 kills and your team. Look at this 4th prestige. I'm just going to walk around the corner with my back turned. Don't ever do that. And right here is my only death of the game. Knifed. I am horrible at knifing. I run tactical, and I just the times when I do knife, that motion of taking your thumb off messes up your aim, and I fail all the time at it. Foolishly enough, though, try to call my chopper, don't realize there's an attack helicopter up there, which kind of sucks because when playing in ground war, I like to rock dog's chopper at the same time because I get shot down a lot. That guy thought he could fire through stone. He was mistaken. But yeah, I get shot down a lot in ground war, and when you have dogs, they clear the guys out the building who are camping, and then you can get the kill on the spawn when they come out. And 2, the guys who are looking at me with Strellas and Laws, the dogs just jump right on them, because when people have dogs against me, which is very rare, I like to be very observant, because those hounds will jump on you when you're not paying attention. And if you're just looking in the sky like, where's the chopper, the dog's gonna bite your face off. Yeah, Havana usually isn't that great of a map for chopper gunners, but I think I did okay on this one. What you want to do is you want your dogs to clear them out of these buildings, catch them on the spawn. It's really easy to catch them on the A spawn, because on the C spawn they spawn directly below me, and you actually can't turn your chopper down at that angle, so you get shot down a lot. Like right here, I can't actually get these guys. This Treyarch made amazing turning skills on these chopper gunners, but for the most part, I would say if you have a good host, or if you are a host, to not zoom in, but if you're on a really bad host like a 3-bar, you're going to want to zoom in and lead your shots, kind of like a gunship, because you just won't hit anybody. I believe I have a game on Hanoi where the host was awful and I had to lead all of my shots. But yeah, see how they're at A? It's really easy to get them. Because unlike on Summit, the chopper gunner on Havana flies really high, so you can get your easy kills out of it. I'm kind of glad that I got knifed, because all that dude really did for me was reset my kill streaks. I know dying is not a good thing, but if you can only die once a game, it's usually not a bad thing. As you can see, there's a fountain over there that a lot of people like to go to. Now, when the game first came out, areas like those are really good to go to because people aren't used to them. But now, if you go over there, you're going to catch 3-4 stuns and syntaxes and frags. People just throw frags out that door, and they roll and get you. I myself, I throw some stuns, and I just take your head off because everybody expects you to be there. You really got to change up your playstyle. After a month into the game, you got to start going. I find myself getting dogs in the most unorthodox places. I mean, go where people don't expect you to be. I mean, I know that sounds like a noob thing to say, but if everybody likes to go to this particular building or spot, don't go there. They're going to expect you to be there. It's kind of like the map Scrapyard. You'd notice that when you first started playing Scrapyard, you'd find these little spots, and they'd work wonders, You'd get tons of kills from certain vantage points. Then after time, everybody would look to those spots, and you'd get 3-4 kills, and somebody would take your head off. Well, then, you find some weird spot to go to, and you find yourself getting AC-130s every game, and you're like, all right. You really can't go to any particular good spot. You have to find out what works for you. If you don't like the way I'm playing, just holding down positions, then rock your SMGs or rock your sleight of hand pro and go play aggressively. More power to you if you can pull it off. But I personally like to play passive aggressive. Camp when it's gonna benefit you, but I really hate camping in this game. So you kind of gotta hold down a position, move to another one, hold down a position, move to another one. Kind of like if you, my favorite commentator, XCal, the way he plays. He runs to a spot, holds it down, runs to a spot, holds it down, and just work your way out the outside of the map. There's nothing wrong with going in the middle of the map, but it's going to get you killed a lot. So you have to have a really good shot or know what's going on. Like right now I got the Blackbird, so there's no reason for me to play aggressively. I know where they are. There's tons of red around me. There's no need for me to do anything. Got myself another chopper gunner here. I'm not speeding up the chopper gunner gameplay because I find that some people might like to see how people use chopper gunners because if you don't get them every game and you get that care package chopper gunner and you aren't familiar with how to use them correctly, it might hurt you. Know that, if like a friend drops a napalm on like A, they'll cut off that spawn and the spawns might flip. You might be shooting at A and there might be a guy directly below you at C and he's just taking you out because one guy can take you out in this game. It takes 9 people to get a chopper and 11 to get a gunship, but one guy can take you out. You have to realize that. So you got to really pay attention because in Modern Warfare 2 and AC-130, you could shoot the 105 and then the 4 other ones at the same time, and then pull out your that big machine gun it had on it, and you could just take out an entire team with that thing. And it took like 3 or 4 stingers to take you down. But in this game, one flare, one shot, you're down. I've had chopper gunners where I open the doors and I'm dead. I had one where I didn't even get to open the door. I didn't even get the plus 300. It shot me down so fast. But people are getting really good at taking those out. Another thing I like about this game is, the guns themselves, people die really easily in this game, so you can pick yourself up a second gun because I find that not having dual mag or scavenger really cripples you if you're trying to get high kill streaks. I run out of ammo all the time, especially if I'm using like a FAMAS with like a red dot. I run out of ammo like 6 kills in, so you're always going to find a gun on the ground. Unfortunately, the gun I find all the time is the 74U. I really don't like that gun. I stopped using it a long time ago, but I picked myself up a nice little AUG. I don't really like the silencer on the AUG. It kind of adds a little bit of recoil, kind of decreases the damage, and whoever was using this gun is not too bright. I don't really recommend the ACOG on a lot of guns. It's okay on the M16 for big, long maps, but then again, the M16 doesn't really have recoil with any attachment. And that is the game. Final score, 70-1. Probably it's not my highest kill game, but as far as KD wise, it's pretty nice. My buddy's going 18-9 and the other one 5-5. So he had a slower paced game, but we pulled the win out. Thank you guys for watching, and if you'd like to subscribe, I'm going to be putting tons of gameplay up here soon. I'm going to get myself a Hot Pog or like a Black Magic, something that records in good HD quality, and I'll be putting up more scores like this. So love it when you like it.